down to the pickup truck cafe to drink coffee here every day and sit and watch the time just fade away. Down at the pickup truck cafe. Adam that was at the show last night.
Oh yeah.
He came, I didn't catch his last name, but he came out of hunting camp to see us.
So he was all the way over from Idaho.
Well, he said he's working somewhere over in eastern Wyoming. So
that's right. He grew up in Idaho.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. But he come out of hunting camp just to go to the show.
Yeah, just to come to the show, and it got me thinking that a lot of the folks that come see us, that are sitting out in front of us, they're kind of introverted too, and they don't love crowds of people, and I think there's probably a lot of people that don't come out, just for that reason.
Yeah. Oh, true. I think there's probably half a dozen anxiety attacks in the audience when they get into a crowd.
Yeah.
Get into a theater and they're sitting elbow to elbow with somebody they don't know.
Yeah. I've had to put some thought into, sometimes this is kind of a hard decision. You and I talk about it. Is what environment are we bringing our crowd into? Is it an environment that is going to allow them to have the experience of being entertained, and are they going to be able to hear us? They're going to be able to see us?
That's always a worry, isn't it?
Yeah. It's something, and I mean, we put a considerable amount of energy into trying to set up the environment so that it's, the most favorable option. I think on Friday night we changed the venue a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so that we could make it more comfortable for our audience.
And I think that worked, and it was a good thing we did make a change there. But you got to set them up for success. Set them up to enjoy themselves.
Yeah. Some of you will relate all too well. I really want to dedicate this to Van Call here.
Well, we're going to save some lives here, so pay attention, gentlemen.
Watch my buckskin and my saddle and my day bags and my gun rolling rear over tea kettle down into the morning sun. She was bent, she was twisted, she was bruised up in the back, and we were half an hour scouting down the hill for broken tack. We were halfway up Red Mountain, we were full of grit and gold, and I was bound in stone, determined not to let that roundup spoil. So I kicked her in the gizzard and I pulled up on the reins and climbed back up in the saddle in spite of all her aches and pains. And it ain't that I don't love her, 'cause the good Lord knows I do, and I'll be on her road beside her right up till my days are through. But if you're gonna be a cowboy, better heed your inner forces, 'cause it's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses.
Someone left the gate open to the horse pasture pen, and your horses got into the grain room again. You know darn good and well your sweet bride left it open. She said you did it 'cause you went to a roping. Well, now you have a choice here, pard, if you wish to sleep tight. Do you want to be happy, or do you want to be right? Your favorite work shirt shrinks every time it goes into the wash all covered in grime. You tell her wash it in cold and don't ever dry it. She says it shrinks because you need to diet. You begin to ask her if that's why her jeans fit so tight. Now, do you want to be happy, or do you want to be right? You take notice of a buckle bunny out at the fair with a dandy set of teeth and some big old shiny hair. Your dormant hormones surface and appear hyperactive. Then she queries you, honey, Do you find her attractive? Well, to tell her the truth sure wouldn't be very bright. Do you want to be happy, or do you want to be right?
She was cradling my baby. She was in a rocking chair, and he was noisily nursing neath the tendrils of her hair. And I just had to break it to her, I was out of work again. When I get back, buckaroo, and I will find a real job then. 'Cause we were off and we were running high on our canyon in the fall. Long dark timber, golden aspen beneath the red rock canyon wall. Cattle rolling down the meadows, mama's babies hear 'em cry. Brings a burning to your bosom, man, a teardrop to your eye. And it ain't that I don't love her, 'cause the good Lord knows I do. And I'll be on her or beside her right up till my days are through. But if you're gonna be a cowboy, better heed your inner forces, 'cause it's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses.
Choose one or the other, pard. You can rarely do both. Pitch petty disagreements and be true to your oath. You outkicked your punt coverage when she said I do. She gave up on her dreams and said she'd always be true. So oftentimes it's best if you'll just pick the right fight. Choose now to be happy and care less if you're right.
I can stand here before you, look you in the eye and say I'll never be a rich man. And I know the reason why, 'cause I'd trade fancy trucks and money. I'd trade power, I'd trade fame for one more day buckarooing on a horse that's halfway lame. And it ain't that I don't love him, 'cause the good Lord knows I do. And I'll be on him or beside him right up till my days are through. But if you're gonna be a cowboy, better heed your inner forces, 'cause it's hell on your women and it's harder on your horses. Yeah, it's hell on them women and it's harder on your horses. It's just hell on them women, God bless them, and it's harder on your horses.
Yay!